Hi there, I'm Luna Ramirez, the Community Engagement Specialist for BPI in the Columbia, Missouri area. Joining me again today is Selena Schilling. Selena, thank you so much for joining us again. Do you mind reminding us a little bit about what you do for BPI?
Absolutely wonderful to be here. So I am the Director for Adult and Transitional Services, and I am working to help work with the older lifelong learners here at BPI, as well as providing some information and help guide those through the transitional services as well.
Wonderful. So I invited you back because I want to learn more about adult services. I'm sure a lot of people do too. Today, I wanted to ask you a little bit about PUNS. Can you start off by telling us what is PUNS?
Yes. So PUNS is a prioritization for urgency of need of services. And this is a database here in Illinois for children, adolescents, and adults. And so once you're on the PUNS list, you are then getting access to some services. And there are two different categories of PUNS as well. And some exciting news, the wait list, the wait time for being on the PUNS list. So once you start to sign up for it and then have access to services, it went down from 7 years to 5 years or 60 months. It's still a bit of a long time, which is why it's good to know how to navigate it and when to sign up. But it is some signs of progress, for accessibility to those who need it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. You mentioned it earlier that there are two categories for PUNS. Do you mind explaining what those two categories are?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the two categories are seeking services. So these are for individuals who currently need or desire supports. You're seeking the services right now. And then there's planning for services. This is for individuals who may not currently want or need support, but may in the future. And again, as I stated, there is a long wait list on this. Once you do receive that service letter, it is quite an exciting day. And we really want to ensure which category to navigate for this. There's quite a few wonderful services that an individual can have access to as well.
Do you mind talking about if you were selected for PUNS, what services you could choose from?
Yeah, absolutely. So some of the services are in-home supports, supported employment. So that could be with a job coach, residential living arrangements, some self-direction assistance, as well as behavioral services. And that is here, at BPI, what we would offer, and helping, navigate for the learner, their supports, and the caregivers as well on some behavioral needs. And once you are approved and would like to navigate behavioral services, what does that look like, and what is something that someone could expect? The medical necessity, one may say, is for those who are on psychotropic medications. You are then required to have a behavior support plan. And then, kind of further going into, what does a behavior support plan consist of, and, how does that process look like? So a behavior support plan is a document written by a behavior analyst, a BCBA or behavior specialist, and it really does need to go through quite a bit to ensure its integrity and overall success. So it goes through two different types of committees, a BMC and an HRC, and then some additional supports that are received for behavioral services are training and supports for family and caregivers, and that would include DSPs and PSWs. There's also assessments and data collection, and it's really important to have efficient communication with all the parties involved, especially the learner themselves, so that they are in charge, and it's very person-centered planning.
I'm so glad that this is something that we're offering to people. So if someone was interested, what would their next steps be? What are their action steps?
Perfect, absolutely. So, the first step that you could take is calling the division. There is a hotline number, and then you would want to communicate with your, individual support planner, and they will go ahead and communicate with the offices in your specific region. Illinois has divided into different regions for where, the services can be connected and established. So go ahead and contact the hotline. There is an office locator as well that we can provide as well for resources for individuals. And then you would want to also call the adult division intake here at BPI.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for giving us some insight on PUNS, Selena. If you are in the Chicagoland area and you're interested in adult services, like Selena said, you can give us a call or go to our website at www.bpiaba.com to get some more information. Thank you all for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.